Hello and welcome to the Nail School and Beauty Academy. I'm Leanne and today we're going to look at the eyelash extension kit available from Eyeluvlashes. First things first, everything that is contained in the Eyeluvlashes eyelash extension kit is actually packed into this gorgeous little bag. So we're going to open this up now and have a look at its contents. Now, as you can see from this kit, there is actually quite a lot packed into that tiny little bag. So we're going to go through these one item at a time. The first things first is obviously your glue. Now, this glue is probably one of the best glues that I've personally found on the market. There are so many glues out there. My advice is to get the smaller bottle samples if you're thinking of changing glue. But to be fair, this glue is a fantastic all-rounder. It's absolutely amazing. The retention is fantastic and you can work in a massive variety of humidity, so you don't have to be overly concerned with humidity of your room. Obviously, as all glues, they do dry faster in the hotter weather, so be aware of that as well. So this adhesive, in my opinion, is actually one of the best I've ever personally used, and I've used quite a lot over the years. Now, a lot of people will stray from this glue. They'll try another glue and they'll think, oh yes, this glue's better. What they're actually experiencing is their skill set increase as well. So my advice is always return to this glue and see what you think of it later on, once your skills have actually improved as well. Because for me, this is my go-to every time. Okay, we also have lash primer. So obviously primer for preparing the lashes to accept the product. So this is a pre-treatment primer. You can get post-treatment as well, which helps the glue set. Things like sealers, also bonders and whatnot, which go on afterwards. This one is a primer. So what this does is it opens up the little cuticles on the hair, gets the pH of the hair ready to accept the glue from the lash extensions and helps your retention. So primer, that is great that that's in the kit. We also have a gel remover. It is important to have your removers ready for when you've got a client in, because occasionally you may need to release a bottom lash, take a single hair off, or the client may come in with some lashes on that need to be removed as well. So you get a gel remover as well. Now, these bottles are obviously sealed in these packets, but if we just open one of these packets up, you'll actually see it is the full-size gel remover within those packets as well. Same as the primer as well as the glue itself as well. They're all full-size products, which I love about this kit. We also have the micropore tape for eyelash extensions. So this particular micropore is not overly sticky. It's not the same as the medical grade one. It is for eyelash extensions. It is a fabulous micropore tape for either holding down the stubborn lashes or holding the gel guards in place. So micropore tape. Okay, we also have the lint-free slimline gel pads. Now, these are vital whenever you're coming through with your tweezers to isolate a lash. Underneath your eye is very, very delicate skin. If you do not use something padded, whether you use padded tapes or the gel eye pads, you must put something padded under the eye to protect that very delicate skin. So make sure that you'd use your slimline gel pads. There's 10 pairs in there, so that's 10 clients before you'd need to replace anything. Okay, so moving on, we also have some client care. So first of all, we have the record cards, and I'm very pleased that the patch test date is actually written on the record cards. Not many people realise that a patch test is a full legal requirement under Section 3 of the Health and Safety at Work Act of 1974. If you go onto our website, under the course notes, you will actually find patch test information. And on there is some posters available for you to download and some leaflets as well, giving your clients the information as to why they have to have their skin test done. So take a look at that. Yeah, please do your patch tests. I am pleased that this is on the record cards. It's amazing how many places don't do it, and it is a legal requirement. Also, we have these little business cards. These are fantastic for giving aftercare advice to your clients. Habia's latest update states that consultation, which is these, must be kept for a minimum of 7 years. And they also must provide your clients with written aftercare here as well. Now on our website, again, we do have the free consultation and free aftercare sheets for you to print off and use as many times as you like. So please feel free to take advantage of those. But in the meantime, these cards are fantastic. Now, I wouldn't give one to every client every time, just maybe the first time that that client is with you. They're good little reminders as well. You could possibly get some of these made up as your own business card as well. There are business companies out there that do business card prints for you as well. So don't neglect your aftercare and don't neglect your consultation and skin test. Okay, so moving on. We've got plenty of micro applicators and spoolies in here. I like these ones because the pink glitter, it's a personal favourite of mine. So these obviously for brushing your lashes, and also your micro applicators for things like your primer, individual removal or complete removal as well. You will get through loads of these. So my advice is definitely top up while you're on the Eyeluvlashes website. So we've got a little tiny puffer in here as well, which is fabulous for drying your lashes. Remember, if your client's eyes open while your glue is wet, it's going to burn. So using your puffer, you can get the electric ones. They're also available on the Eyeluvlashes website, but this is a fabulous little puffer to get started with. Now, jade stone. Jade stone, all it does is basically a cold stone. It keeps your glue cold and stops it setting too quickly. If your glue gets too hot, it will set much faster than what you'd want it to. And you'd waste a lot of glue because you keep having to squeeze out. Now you can get little covers to go on these as well, also available on the Eyeluvlashes website. And basically you put the cover on, squeeze your glue out onto the cover. When you've finished, you can peel that cover off and place it on the side to harden before you throw it away. Remember that glues do react with tissues and cotton pads, so just be aware not to just wipe off with a cotton pad and put it in the bin because it can set on fire. Okay, so be careful of your disposal of glues, but the jade stone will actually prevent your glues from drying as quickly. It won't stop them completely, but they won't dry as quick. Okay, so we have two lots of classic lashes in here as well. As you can see, vegan and cruelty free, Eyeluvlashes. Now, the sizes on these, we have a 0.20. I personally use those for hybrid lashes because they're the thicker classic. I've had the 0.20 on my own eyes, and personally I find them a little bit too stiff. They just feel a bit stiff. For the softer classic lash, or for a full set of lashes, I would go for the 0.15 mil thick. Now we've got D curve in these and C curve in these, and they're both mixed length trays. So on the trays you'll have all the different lengths that you would need. Now this is great as a starter kit because I normally do recommend that people start with a multi-length tray of both C and D curve lashes, and then figure out which ones they're going to use the most of and order an entire tray of that length. Now, the kit that Eyeluvlashes used to supply before was a combined kit. It also had Russians in there. But what we found over the years is a lot of people are now going to pro-builts or pre-builts. So on their website, you can top up your kit as well. So when you add your kit to your basket, you can add other things into it as well. Explore their website, and don't forget that everything is £5 a page because they do have a lot of sale items on there. Literally everything is £5, so highly recommended. Go and have a look at those. Now the tweezers, we've got two pairs of tweezers here. We have the straight application. I'm going to take these out of the packets so we can take a closer look at these. Now the tweezers from the Eyeluvlashes website are an absolute fantastic quality. The points are very sharp, and they have to be, otherwise trying to handle single hairs on your lashes is next to impossible. Trouble getting that one out. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, these points are incredibly sharp, which is another reason for the gel guards under the eyes. If you're coming through your eyes and parting, then obviously these points will literally pierce through the skin under the eye. So those gel guards or even padded tape is essential to protect against these. Now these ones are earmarked for isolation, but as you can see, they only open so wide. And I've seen a lot of people when isolating, let's bring my head in here, when isolating, going through like this. Now if I turn that to the side, so you can see that on the screen. If you slip or your client sneezes, those points are going straight into your client's eye. So please, 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 when you are working with curved nose tweezers, use them that way up and go through to isolate a lash. Don't use them points down, because again, your client only has to sneeze or hiccup and they are going straight into the client's eye. So just be aware of that. Now here, what I prefer to use for isolation, and they are available on the Eyeluvlashes website as well, is the X-type tweezers. So you part to actually separate them as well. So when you go through to isolate your lash, you push through and you part, and there's your lashes pinging out, ready to actually apply a lash extension to. Now with these, I can part them as wide or as shallow as I wish, so I have full control, and also they're pointing past the eye. If I slip with these, or the client sneezes or hiccups, they're not pointing downwards, so they wouldn't stab in the client's eyes as well. So consider these ones to add to your kit. The last time I checked, they were in the £5 offer sale, but have a look and see what you think. But yes, just with these ones, don't use them curved down, use them curved outwards like that. Okay, and as you can see, these ones here are incredibly beautifully refined tweezers. They are going to be absolutely stunning to use, particularly for beginners as well. Now over time, your tweezers may get blunt, but remember, don't let them touch a hard surface, and keep your caps on if you don't have a magnetic case or a case to protect your tweezers. So I hope you've enjoyed having a look at this kit. Have a look at their website and also have a look at the course notes on ours. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you for watching.